Ooh, I actually did not get interrupted. I just got walked past because Grayson got in the car and left. Oh, I'm so happy for alone time. Anyway, first sock. This sock, I have 5 more rounds to knit. I'm sitting in the car listening to The Crow Trap, a Vera Stanhope. It's the first one in the series. So I'm going to start working my way through the Vera books. Grayson thought it was super boring. I've listened to it the whole way up to Seattle and back, and I'm coming to the end. People are dropping like flies. I think we're on our third body. So I'm doing that. This will be done. Oh, the whole time I was knitting this, and I'm going to have to go in and do the sock decreases because my stitch markers got lost. But, this sock, this is my favorite way to do socks because, you know, I get them done so well, as can be attested by this. But, socks 2 at a time on 2 different needles. These are both, I think, size 1s, even though this one feels a little bigger than this one. I will tell you, these are 2 different needle brands. This is an Addy needle. I don't think it's a sock rocket because it's a little stubby. I hate them. I detest them. These are the Hayas. Much sharper and much faster to work with. The other thing that's nice is when you're doing magic loop, this magic loop, because it has a wire core, it stays where you put it. I cannot tell you the number of times I've been knitting along. I'll show you what I have to do. Knitting along, because these are the ones. I have saved this one every time for second because I don't want to use these needles. That's how unexciting this is. And maybe that's why it got put down. But this is... Oh, I'm here, so this must be round 3. Hopefully I'm right. I may have to recount these. Now, of course, that I'm trying to show you this, they're going to behave. But this cable gets in the way, and when I get to the other side, the cable is going to be right in front of me and in my way, and no matter what I do to this cable, it won't stay put. So I've been having to stick it in my mouth while I knit the other side of this sock, and it's irritating. I've got to say it's irritating. I do not recommend the Addies. Some people love them. If you don't like sharp needles, they are best. If you don't like them sharp, go for the Addy. The cable is a little irritating, but it's the same cable that a lot of brands have. Haya is the only one I know with the core. Okay, now here we go. This thing, I'm gonna have to put in my mouth, run this around. Oh, wait a minute. Let's take this around. It's just like cable everywhere. Now, this is a 40-inch cable because that's my preference. But, oh my God, in my way. Where is the, oh, wow. Look, it's behaved a second time. Maybe I've hit some magic area. So, I guess maybe I can't complain about the cable now. Many brands, Haya, Addy, even the signatures have this kind of a cable. So that's not very unusual. That is the beauty of the, can't think of the name of them now. I just said them. And then when fatigue hits, Chaigu. That's the beauty of the Chaigu, is this cable. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. But there's a wire twisted cable in there, and then it's coated with red. There is a cheaper brand that is just the metal cable. Oh, excuse me, more body function. There's a cheaper brand, and it just doesn't have the plastic coating on it, and it works okay, but it also it has like an elbow bend on the needle itself, and it's not my fave. But they're fine, they work fine. The cable is well behaved for sure. Alrighty. Yeah, so there you go. 2 socks on their way. If in the next few hours I get these finished, because now I can go in the house because I'll be alone. Yeah, David will be in there, but the mess will be in there. If I get them done, I will have my second unfinished object finished. You know, that's why I started this channel. It was so I would get stuff done. That's why. And it's kind of working, which I kind of like. So if you guys would like to join me I'm not going to count on coming back, can you tell? If you guys would like to join me in this quest of unfinished objects, go dig out some of your unfinished objects. It doesn't have to be all of them, just find a few. I have my first, 4 or 5 out, and believe me, I know there's more. I know for a fact there's more. Dig those out, just go through, and what I did is said, okay, which one of these do I not want to finish? And I ripped it out. That was project number 1, and that was easy. The second one is I took a poll, and I says, what should I do first? And 2 of you said, oh, start with the socks. There's not that much left to do on those. So I found the pair of socks, because there are 2 pairs of socks in my unfinished pile. There are 2 of them that need to be finished, and I said, fine, I'm going to do a pair of socks. So I grabbed these socks, these 8-year-old sitting in timeout socks, and I picked them up and started off on those again. I don't think I'm going to do my second pair of socks next. I'll have a look at them and see how far there is to go. I think there's an entire sock to finish, which is why I'm probably not going to do those next. That was back in the day when I did 1 sock at a time. And if I remember correctly, that second one has both the foot to do on the one that started and then an entire second sock. So that one may go on hold. I'm kind of leaning towards the shopping cart fabric thing. If I could clean my sewing room out soon enough and sit down at my sewing machine, I could probably crack that out in a day. So maybe that'll be my next project, is the shopping cart baby thing. Have you even seen one in the store lately? Those were like all the rage in the 90s or the early 2000s. But I haven't seen one in forever. I don't know if maybe we've stopped trying to keep kids from getting germs. I have read a lot of research literature lately that said that kids should get germs and that maybe we've been protecting them too much. So maybe that's not something I should give to a grandchild. Oh well, I've cut it out. I'm going to sew it. Megan can give it away if she doesn't want it. Right? Oh no, I don't know how many rounds I've done because I stopped counting. I'm going to knit a couple more and then count. I think I can figure it out. I hope I can figure it out. I'll just, before I start doing my decreases on the toe, I'm going to count how many rows I've done in this foot anyway. It's tedious, but, you know, better safe than sorry than to have one sock longer than the other one. Anyway, that's it for me today. I'll show you this next Monday finished. I'm positive they will be done by next Monday. They'll likely be done tonight, and if so, go watch Facebook or Instagram and I will just put up a picture, but I won't talk about the finished project until I talk to you on Monday. In the meantime, go through your unfinished objects. Start hammering them out. Make sure and send me pictures of your unfinished objects that are finished. Tony sent me a picture that I will put into the video. I'll put it in right here, of her Ann Carlos hat. I also finished a second Ann Carlos hat. I'm not including that in my unfinished objects, but Tony did, so you're going to get to see it right up here. Tony's Ann Carlos hat is done, and she's digging through her stuff. She told me today that she had found 4, I believe, objects that she wants to finish. So we've got Tony, who's going to start sending us pictures. You send me pictures too. Tell me what unfinished objects you've got stashed away that you're going to try and hammer away at in the next few weeks, months, or this year. Right? In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to the channel. Click the like button. Ring the bell so that you know when I put another video up. And I will see you on Monday. Bye.